Therefore, our C will now become 68 times 5 over 9, which is equals to 37.8. Answer C. From the formula, we are given that F is equals to 9 times C all over 5 plus 32. Then since our F is equals to C, therefore we now have 9 times F over 5 plus 32. Therefore we now have, if 5 should cross to the over to the other side, we now have, if 5 should times everything in the equation, we now have 5F is equals to 9F plus 160. Therefore, F's coming to the left hand side and leaving the figure and at the right hand side, we now have 5F minus 9F equals to 160, which will now be left with minus 4F is equals to 160. F is equals to 160 over minus 4, which will now give us minus 40. Therefore, the temperature when F is equals to C is equals to minus 40. Question 6. Take you the subject of the formula. A equals to 1 over 2 m in bracket v squared minus u squared. Answer. From the formula, we are given that A is equals to half m in bracket v squared minus u squared. Cross multiplying 2, we have to remove the fraction. We have 2a is equals to m in bracket v squared minus u squared close bracket, which is equals to, by opening bracket, we have mv squared minus mu squared. Since we are looking for u, we want to make u the subject of the formula, we take mu squared to the left hand side and the 2a to the right hand side, which will now have mu squared is equals to mv squared is equal minus 2a. Therefore, dividing all over by with m, we now have u squared is equals to mv squared over m minus 2a all over m, which is the same thing as v squared is equals to 2a over m. If you remove the square and it to cross the equals to sign, we now have plus or minus square root of in bracket v squared minus 2a all over m. Question 7. Given that 1 over f is equals to 1 over v minus 1 over u, find f when v is equals to 13.7 cm and u equals to 21.4. Answer. 1 over f is equals to 1 over v minus 1 over u. 1 over f, finding the lowest common multiple of v and u, is equals to vu. V will divide by vu to give us u. U times 1 is u minus. U will divide vu to give us v. V times 1 is minus v. Then we now have, if you cross multiply, we have f in bracket u minus v is equals to vu. Making f the subject of the formula, we now have f equals to uv over u minus v. We are given that v is equals to 13.7 and our u is equals to 21.4. Therefore, substituting these values, we now have 21.4 times for u times 13.7 for v all over 21.4 for u minus 13.7 for v, which now get 293.18 over 7.7. if you remove the decimal point at the denominator, we now have 202,931.8 all over 77, which is equals to 38.1 cm. Question 8. Make K the subject of the formula. Given T equals to mu squared over K minus 5 mg. Answer. We are asked to make K the subject of the formula. Then we have T equals to mu squared K minus 5 mg. If we take 5 mg to the other side, because we want to make K the subject of the formula. If we take 5 mg to the right hand side, we now be left with mu squared over K, which will now be equal to T plus. The minus will become plus because it has crossed the equal sign to become plus 5 mg. Therefore, since we want to make K the subject of the formula, if we invert all the equation of the figures in the equation, all the fractions in the equation, we now have K over mu squared is equal to 1 over T plus mg. It's still the same thing. So our K will now be, if we cross multiply mu squared, we now have K to become mu squared over T plus mg. Question 9. Given that T equals to 2 pi square root of L over G, make G the subject of the formula. Answer. From the formula, we are given that T is equal to 2 pi square root of L over G. To remove the square root, we square the both sides. We now have T squared is equal to 2 squared is 4 pi square L over G, because it has been with the squaring. So if you cross multiply, we will now be left with T squared G equals to 4 pi squared L. Therefore, G is equals to 4 pi squared L all over T squared. Question 10. Given that Sn is equals to 4n cubed minus 3n squared plus 6 all over n, evaluate S20 minus S10. Answer. From the formula, we have that Sn is equals to 4n cubed minus 3n squared plus 6 all over n. Then we ask to evaluate S20 minus S10. Therefore, whenever we see the first S, for the formula, whenever we see n, we replace it with 20, minus whenever we see n, we replace it with 10 in the formula. Therefore, we now have 4 times in bracket 20 cube minus 3 in bracket 20 squared plus 6 all over 20 minus, since we are replacing the formula Sn with 10, we now have 4 in bracket 10 cube minus 3 in bracket 10 squared plus 6 all over 10. If you now if you open the bracket and cube the 20, we now have 4 times 8,000 minus 3 cube root of 20 is 400 plus 6 all over 20 minus, we now have 10 cube is